Tedra Chanel here. Today is our third video in the Money Monday series, and we've been talking about side hustles that we can do from home, from our cell phones, just using the talent, skills, gifts, and abilities that we organically have, right? In today's video, I'm going to actually be sharing with you all some companies that will hire you to work from home, right? So it's not so much a side hustle, it really is, a lot of these are just jobs, right, that you can do from home versus having to go into a brick and mortar every single day. So the first one is Amazon.com. Now, Amazon rarely opens up the application process, but when they do, you have to really jump on it because the door is closed. It closed very fast because people jump on it and they apply really quickly. But Amazon does provide your the equipment that is needed, and basically the people that we call and fuss at when we didn't get a package or when something arrived late or arrived damaged, that's who we call, right? A lot of those people are actually working from home. So go on Amazon.com, click on careers, and get on the waiting list so that you all can be notified when they open up the doors. I want to say they pay somewhere around $13-14 an hour. Do not quote me on that. I've never worked for them, but I do know that they pay decently well. All of these companies will pay anywhere from $12.50 to about $15 to $18, okay? But don't quote me on the numbers because, again, most of these companies I have not worked for. However, I do know that they are legitimate opportunities. You will be a W-2 employee, so you will be getting a check. Taxes will be taken out, this, that, and the third. Some of them you will have to pass background checks. Some of them you will have to pass a credit check. Just keep that in mind. It is truly a work from home job, so a lot of the criteria that are set in place for brick and mortar jobs, you're gonna have to deal with the same thing working from home. So Amazon.com is the first one. Job opportunity number 2 is American Express. This is another one that's really hot, and when the doors open, they're not open for long. Just as quickly as they open, they are also closing. If I'm not mistaken, Amex pays around $18 per hour. It is not the easiest position to secure. There is a lengthy hiring process. However, so they not only provide the equipment, but they also cover your internet bill as well. So that is a really good company to work for. We know American Express is not going anywhere. They are paying their bills, and again, I think they start around $18 an hour, and basically you'll be helping customers with billing issues. You're helping them to pay their bills, dispute transactions, and things like that. All right, job opportunity number 3 is BroadPath.com. BroadPath.com, and basically you are working for a host of insurance companies. Well, I don't really know how to explain it, but it's just like insurance, health insurance, right? You're helping people secure premiums, pay their premiums, answer questions about their premium, and things like that. BroadPath.com, I think they start anywhere from $12 to $12.50. I have worked for them in the past, and if I recall, they pay once every week. I could be super wrong about that, but about $12 to $12.50 an hour. BroadPath.com, they do supply all of the equipment that you need, and you will have to go through training. As with all of these companies, you will have to go through training, but I do know that BroadPath requires you to be on camera all the time, your entire shift, which I could not stand. I was just weirded out by it. So you know, it's out there, and if you need a good job or a decent job to work from home full time, Boom, there you go. Opportunity number 4 is concentrics.com. Concentrics.com. I have worked for them in the past. I believe they start around $13 an hour. They do supply the equipment as well. And you're going to be working. Concentrics has a lot of different companies under them. You know, in the tech space, you may be working for someone like Apple, something like that, Best Buy. Don't quote me on any of this, but it's just, you're in the customer service space, maybe even the tech support space when working with Concentrics. Opportunity number 5 is Conduit.com. Again, they provide the equipment. They pay every other week. They typically start around $12.50. Training is anywhere from 5 to 6 weeks. It is paid training. All these places offer paid training, by the way. It is paid training. They do require you to be on camera during training, but it's not all the time. Usually it's just when you're up on when you're speaking, you're answering a question, something like that. They want you to turn on your mic and your camera, but it will depend on the supervisor. Some supervisors want all cams to be on, all mics to be on at all times, because they want to make sure that you know, you aren't working in the middle of a room where there are people looking at customer information and stuff like that. I have worked for this company. I was rarely on camera. You know, I had a really cool supervisor. The training goes really quickly, and you know, you don't really know jack once you get out of on the calls, but that's with anything. But they do pay every other week. They pay on time, and I really don't have any real beefs about that company. All right, on to work at home. Opportunity number 6 is PNCBank.com. PNCBank.com. This is another one. It's hot when it's opened. They don't open the doors very often, but when they do, you have to jump on it. You are working for PNC Bank, of course, in billing. You're helping people with their banking accounts, online accounts, that sort of thing. They do provide the equipment. Did I say that Conduit provides it as well? But PNC does provide equipment, and I want to say they start somewhere around the $15 an hour mark. This they do have a lengthy hiring process. When you apply, it may be 3, 4, 5, 6 months before you hear from them again, but just know that it is a legitimate opportunity, and from what I've heard, I've never worked for them, it's a really good company to work for. On to opportunity number 7, and that is Kellycom. They are hiring all the time, it seems, but the issue with them is the actually getting an interview. You basically go online and apply. They then have you do a typing test. I think they require 35 to 40 words per minute, which, you know, isn't all that fast. And once you pass that, then they go on to the interview process. But a lot of people, they're always accepting applications, so it's really kind of hard to get interviews with them. But as long as you stay diligent, eventually you'll get in, and they pretty much hire anybody, basically, along with Conduit. That's how I feel about Conduit. But they hire people mostly in like the tech support, customer service space. They do have some chat positions available from time to time. They do provide equipment, and I think they start somewhere around $13 an hour. Okay, so how many did we talk about today? We talked about 7. I'm just gonna leave it at that so this video isn't super long. All of the companies that I mentioned, again, they do provide equipment. They are legitimate. You are actually going to get a check. You're actually going to get paid. They're great opportunities, especially when you don't have a job, or when it's becoming harder and harder for you to get to your brick and mortar job, whatever the case may be. I really hope that this video helped. I will do my best to link all of the companies down below, just in case you didn't understand what I was saying. until next time, go ahead and thumbs up this video, subscribe if you haven't already, and start the conversation down below. See you guys in the next one. Bye.